Good evening, everyone, and happy Sunday. Things look a little different on this end. You see, my better half is not with me this evening. He actually went away on his bear camp trip. So he was supposed to be coming home Monday, but I just received a call that he's actually on his way home. So I'm super excited. It's been a crazy 4 days for me. Crazy, crazy. Welcome in, Beth, Chris. Who else do we see here? Good evening. So, obviously, the purpose of this live is to talk about this last week's video. Hello, Rufus. Friday's video. So, what'd you guys think of that unit? Hi, Lisa. I got your package right here. I cannot wait to open it. It won't be long. I know it's very late where you're at, Lisa. So, what's up, Mad Dog? Hi, everybody. How are you? No, would have bought that storage unit. I would have been driving a tricked out bike with the trailer to the yard sales. So when Joe was looking at that unit online, what a bike. I've never seen a bike like that in my life. When Joe saw that unit online, he was telling all of our friends, like, look at this. It looks like there's like a bike or a wheelchair in the back with like a little motor on it. But it was hard to see in the pictures. So like that was the first thing he went into when we opened that door, that back left corner where that bike was at. And sure enough, I mean, there was a little motor on it. And the bike's like in great shape. It was in new condition. The seat is huge. I'm 5'2" and I had to sit like on the tip of the seat just to reach my feet in the pedals. But boy, what's up, Josh? Welcome in, everyone. So yeah, that unit was super awesome. I am like still surprised that we got it for $210. People must have been sleeping. I don't know what was going on, but we got that cool bike, which does work. I'm not sure if you saw my reel I posted yesterday, but that bike flies. I think it goes like 30, 35 miles per hour, and that front end just comes right up. Oh, Robert, welcome in. I do apologize. Joe is not with me this evening. He's on his way back home from his hunting trip. So I'm very excited about that. There will not be a Whatnot show tonight. No Whatnot show tonight because it's a lot of work for one person. Hey, Rizal, Lisa, good evening. I got Remy over here on the chair next to me. You can't see her, but yeah, I'm super grateful. We had a semi-decent unit. The bike was cool. There was tons of model kits that were sealed new on the back wall, and a lot of distillery type items for winemaking. So that's cool. When Joe gets back, we're gonna like lot all that type of stuff up and probably post it on Facebook Marketplace and sell it as one lot. Love the bike video. Oh my gosh, Lisa. I want to keep it because it's fun, but it's like, where are we storing this big thing? That's the problem. Lydia's on my shoulder watching. Hello, Lydia, little baby. We love to see Remy at times. That's a very good dog. Yeah, so I don't know if I could lift this bed up with her in it. Let me see. She's sitting on the chair. There's all your friends, Remy. There's your friends on the computer. Say hi. Yes, Robert, I really want to keep that bike. If we can make some storage room for it, it would definitely be a fun one to ride. Ride through the neighborhood or whatever. We found a basket that you can actually put on the back. So Remy I could put her bed in the back of the basket and just drive around the neighborhood with it. Chris says, hi, Remy. It has been such a crazy, crazy, crazy few days for me. Managing the business, all the packages going out, eBay's picked up, and I was trying to buy a unit, trying to do all the things while Joe is gone. But I think I did well considering everything that I have on my plate. About how fast do you think it goes? I asked Joe that question, and he said probably like 30, 35 miles per hour. But like I was just telling all of them, I went to go take off, and the throttle just like, I mean, it's tricky. I don't know. Sometimes it goes, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know if we have to tighten a wire, but the front end was like popping up. So I was like, oh my goodness. I was nervous because it was wet outside. I think Remy would love riding in that thing, and it would be a good thing for you to drive around town if you wanted to get some stuff that was short, simple, and sweet and saving on. That's a good idea, Mad Dog. I can go yard selling on that trike. A three-wheeled bike is very tricky. You have to check the chain to see. Okay, so when we tried that bike at the unit, the chain was on. I mean, the chain was off. So Joe got it back on, and I mean, it seemed good, but it sounded like a tire or something was rubbing. So I don't know if a gear needs adjusted. I don't know if maybe the chain's not on right, but the thing does work. So I'm very grateful for that. Beth, Joe did try the bike. And I tell you what, I had to yell at him because he was flying around corners like this and was coming up on two wheels. So I said, please don't ruin that bike. We're either keeping it or we're going to sell it. So he had a little bit too much fun on there. So Lisa, I don't know if you heard me, but Joe just called and he is on the way home. I'm so grateful. So, so grateful. I've been so busy. You don't have enough weight to keep the front down. I guess not, because you got to think the two back tires and like the battery and whatever is back there. And like I'm sitting on the tip of the seat, but those handlebars were like way up here. It's hard to know exactly. You might have to tighten something or loosen something. I would check where the chain lies just to see if something needs to be tightened or loosened. Yes, that's a great idea. I'm going to have Joe look the bike over again before we post it and just see. I don't think it needs anything. I think it needs like some minor adjustments. And such good news. There goes Remy. Here, I'll put you down. Sorry about that. Hello, Robert. Denise, hello. You looked awesome on the bike. Everyone loves that bike. Thank you so much. It was so much fun. Yeah, I mean, I wish we were able to have something like that at one of our gatherings, Lisa. I mean, it's just a blast. Hello, Kathy. Welcome in. So if you guys have any questions throughout this live, we could talk about the video some more on the bike. Part 2 does come out Friday at 3 p.m. So make sure you come back, see part 2. I would put a bigger motor on the bike. That's what I was thinking. I might have to tie some bricks down to my feet to keep the bike down, but that would be fun. Trying to give a beautiful smile. Thank you so much, Rufus. Now that all the metal's off of my mouth. Thank you so much, Kathy. I don't think it needs anything either. I just think it needs to be tightened or loosened somewhere. I love to see the video of Joe and Remy riding. We'll definitely get some more footage before we sell it. I don't even want to sell it, but we're limited on space, guys. So I got a package. Look at this package. Joe and I got this. Good evening, Mike Ski. From our friend Lisa, who I hope is still in the chat. And this came from, where did it come from? Hold on a second. Norfolk, Norwich, I think. Let me see. I'm just catching up on the chat. Good evening, Mike Ski. Joe is actually on his way home from his hunting trip, so I do apologize. Different type of vibe tonight, different live, but I didn't want to leave you guys hanging. That's for sure. We like to stay consistent. Lisa, do you ever bid on units in Indiana, or is Ohio as far west as you go? So we live in Ohio, and we are willing to travel. We look all over. We've been to many different states. We do look in Indiana, but I mean, not often, but if a good unit comes up, then of course. I am opening this package, guys. Norwich, Norfolk. Sorry. I'm so excited about this. I'm opening it right now. Joe's missing out. He won't be home till about 9 o'clock tonight. I thought maybe he caught a bear, so he was leaving early, but nope. He said he misses me, but I think he was just being nice. No, so Lisa, Joe said that they took the trail cam down and all they saw was one deer the whole time. So I was on Facebook today and this is what I sent him. I don't think he was too happy. This guy, not too far away, this is what he caught. So Joe probably seen that and was like, okay, it's time to head back home. I mean, you got to think the fuel, the time away from work, the hunting license is super expensive. What is your favorite locker besides the bike? Oh, Robert, my all-time favorite locker that we've purchased was the Freemasons unit. DeMole Freemasons had tons of gold, tons of rare, unique finds. That was by far my personal favorite. Oh my goodness. Let's see. The dog left me. I see a ton of goodies in here. Oh my gosh. Oh, her business card. I don't want to put her personal info. Oh my gosh. I got some candy. Joe does not. That was a big bear. That was right there in Pennsylvania. Not even too far out. Maybe like Tionesta area, I think it said. Butler County. So, which is not too far from his dad, Joe's dad's. This box smells so good. That was a great unit that kept on. Yes, Avery. So looking back, I almost wish we would have bought multiple because the guy had like 4 or 6 units. I wish we would have bought at least a couple of them. So the first little item is this little box. Let's see. Such a cute little box. Doing a little unboxing here from our friend Lisa. Oh my gosh. My little worry bear, when things get tough and you feel like you're on your own, hold me tight because I am here. You are not alone. Oh my gosh. I could have used this week while Joe was away. I tell you that much. I should have opened it sooner. Look how adorable. Oh my goodness. Lisa, he's so cute. Thank you so much. Where's Joe's favorite place that he loves to go hunting in Ohio? Or is it? It's Pennsylvania for sure. He goes up, I think it's called St. Mary's, Pennsylvania. It is so cute, Lisa. Oh my gosh. What is in this cute little bag? I love this bag. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Little stones for my tree. Look at these. And there's more in here. The dog's bed is taking up my chair space over here. Look how cute this is. This cute little heart. How cute. Lisa, thank you so, so much. These are going to look beautiful under my tree. I think even Rob would have bought more than one unit that day because there was so many. I'm not sure if Rob was at that unit, at that auction. KT was. We almost didn't even go to that auction. Oh my gosh, there's multiple hearts. And look how beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Lisa, you know me too well. And these little hearts are just adorable. So cute. Lisa must be watching our videos to know I collect stones for my tree. The base of my tree. Thank you so much, Lisa. And there's still more, guys. I'm going to keep on unpacking here while we're chatting. So, yeah, that was by far my favorite unit, the DeMole Freemason unit. We actually had a museum reach out to us for the items from that unit, as we had the top 3 collections of the world. Paschal King was his name, who owned it prior. Oh my gosh, Joe is going to be thrilled. Look how cute. Jaguar MK1. I should tape it all back up for him. Pontiac Firebird. How cool. Oh, you collect as well, Lisa. The gemstones? Oh my gosh, another box. Look how adorable those stickers are. Do you guys ever find arrowheads in the units? Yes, Robert, we actually do, and recently sold quite a bit of them on Whatnot, which is a live auction platform where we normally go live every Sunday at 6 p.m. right after this live stream every Sunday, Eastern Standard Time. We start everything off at $1. Let me get a knife. I'm excited for the candy too. Beautiful toys. Joe's going to love these. He sure is, Mad Dog. So nice, Elisa. Oh, look how adorable. Oh my gosh. It's Batman. Look at this little miniature plane. I'm sorry, helicopter. That is so cute. Yeah, Robert. So if you go down in one of our, well, it should be this live, in our description, you'll see a link. So you'll get $15 for free if you use our link. And then I think we get like $5 for you joining. An awesome, awesome car. F430. Is that a Ferrari? Oh, Joe is going to be so excited. He collects these Ferraris. Lisa, thank you so very much. You are too kind. We truly appreciate it. Joe's going to be excited. I said I'd buy you a... Oh my gosh, Lisa. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. A couple of live streams ago, Lisa said she was going to buy us a helicopter. There it is. Thank you so much, Lisa. Too funny. I love that Batman toy. And you know, if Joe doesn't want it, you know who's going to want to trade with Joe for the Batman plane. Rob. Unfortunately, we cannot trade that one because it was a gift from Lisa. And that's our helicopter. That's our way out of here. Oh my goodness, guys. Lisa, thank you so much. We truly appreciate it. You are such a sweetheart. I know it's very late where you're at. And I wanted to open that with you on the live. So thank you so very much. Put that down on the floor next to me, since Remy's not over here. So, have any of you guys started Christmas shopping yet? I had to be sneaky. Had to be sneaky and start while Joe was gone. That was a great box full of goodness. Yes, Lisa, for sure. Joe's going to be thrilled with those toys. He's like a little boy with those die cast. And now we got a helicopter. Come on now. He is going to be so excited. So yeah, I started shopping. William B. Joseph is on the way home. I Christmas shop, yard sales, auction sales, thrift stores, many places. See, one thing that sucks is I love shopping eBay, but Joe and I share an account. So I had to be really, really sneaky. All done and wrapped, Lisa. You are ahead of the game. Good for you. Good for you. I wish I was done. I started this week, got a few little things. Same here, Lisa. Same here. I started getting some stuff on eBay, and when Joe called me, I'm like, please not look at our eBay. I tried to delete as much as I possibly could, but I had to get the good deals, man. I had to go on eBay. It's funny because I know my daughter, she's not watching this live, but check this out. She moved out. She wanted this vacuum mop type deal 2-in-1 from TikTok Shop. So I was going to buy it. I'm like, wait a second. I'm going to double check eBay. So I checked eBay, made an offer to somebody brand new in the box. They must buy pallets or something. I got it for half price. I bought it yesterday. It got here today. How crazy is that? Yes, I've done most of mine from you, the Bearded Thrift Machine, TDK, and Jeebus. Nice, Mike Ski. Very, very nice. So I called Dan first from TDK. I'm like, hey, buddy. I'm like, do you have anything brand spanking new, like new with tags, anything I can use for gifts? I'd rather buy from my friends and give back to small businesses rather than buy from anyone else. That's Amazon fast shipping. Yeah, so like I learned that when I bought something from TikTok Shop and from somewhere else, they're using another third party, and it's not Amazon. It's called, where is it? Well, there's an Amazon MCF, and then somebody else pulled up to my house today in a car. SpeedX. It's called SpeedX. Like I said, I literally purchased a few gifts yesterday, and they were at my door today. So if that's how this year is going to go, then awesome. Super awesome. Sometimes I use eBay, Amazon, and different sites because I get stuff for half price or less. So one thing, I don't know. I hope Joe's not watching. So Joe's like, what's up, tripod? Joe said, I want some new headphones, some earbuds. So while I'm editing, I could just use the earbuds. So like, they were like $100. And he's like, I'm not picky. Don't go spending $300 on earbuds, because he knows me. I'm like, all right, you got to have the best when editing. Let's get these. So I found a pair of $100 earbuds, went on eBay. There was an auction going on, brand new earbuds, same ones I wanted from online. And I think I just got them today for $47. So I'm like, heck yeah, I love saving money. We all need to support small businesses. That's for sure. So I always ask my friends first, hey, do you have anything for sale? Any brand new items, any gifting items? And then today I bought my daughter and I both one. It's called Furbo. It's a camera to watch your dog while you're not home. And it plays calming music when the dog's barking and is going crazy. I set mine up today with my app. It throws a treat out, and I'm trying to see if there's a video of her. The video is very clear, and it has a nanny. So it'll give you updates and health checks with your dog. So if it's excessively barking, chewing on anything, it actually updates and alerts you. But I bought those yesterday. They were on sale for $40, and they arrived today. So I'm very excited about that. So as I'm doing my around town errands, or we're at storage auctions, I can just check in on Remy. Just joined her WhatsApp. Oh yeah, Whatnot. Awesome, Robert. Whatnot. That's right. Thank you so much. No, I'm not on Whatnot. If I was on Whatnot, I'd probably be buying a lot. Plus, I'm very, very picky with some of the stuff I buy, but they do have some high quality stuff. Yes, there's some awesome sellers on Whatnot. Let's see. So our next Whatnot, I believe, will be, we're going to be part of a raid train. My week has been so busy, honestly. I can't even keep track. So our next Whatnot is not our typical show. Normally we go for like a couple hours. It's going to be 15 minutes of fame. So Robert, make sure you book that upcoming show. At that point, we're going to do 15 minutes, sell as much as we possibly can. And then I guess, I don't want to say tag somebody, but link up with someone, the next person, and then you would be in their show. So we'll be going live 5:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on 11/28. That's Black Friday. And then after that, our next show would be December 7th. So that'll be our normal show. And I know Tripod, we still got to get with you. I think, I don't know, Joe mentioned something about giving you our number, or you were supposed to give us your number or something after our last live show, but I guess it didn't work out like that. I do apologize. He is on the way home this evening, so maybe within the next couple of days we could do that. We have a lot going on, Tripod. Oh, you emailed us. How long ago? Because we never received it. Maybe this evening? Nope. Don't have anything just yet. Kristen Savi, so sorry I'm late, just getting home from getting our first real tree. I saw that on Snapchat. I'm so excited for you guys, Kristen. That's awesome. I sent it last Friday night after your live. No, we never got it. I'm sorry, Tripod. So sorry. So yeah, guys, life's been great. We've been busy. eBay sales are up. A lot shipping out every day. What else? I had to pick a big one. Of course you did. What else has been going on? I've been trying to clean out the trailer by myself, get stuff posted on Facebook, meet Facebook people. List my 10 items every day for eBay. I had to start getting my lots together for Whatnot. And I'm one person, man. I'm one person. So I do what I can. And I think I did pretty good. I did the best I could this past few days. What am I going to do this evening with my free time? Free time, Lisa. What's that? I'm going to actually wrap some gifts and get some food made, I guess, because Joe's on the way home. I know Joe has bought some great units with some great YouTubers, and I know he'd even be open to buy a unit with Jeebus. Oh, yeah. We love chit-chatting with other YouTubers, learning from each other, and it's a really good community of friends that we have. We became very close with Dan and Thomas from TDK this past year. So that was awesome. And I mean, just like we've known Lisa and Roy from Avery's Owen, What the Hales, Second Sense, KT Treasures, Adventures with the Hudsons. Like we've met all these people and we got to hang out with them at auctions. But recently, I mean, we just got closer with everybody this past year and we've learned so much. Like we just all learn and pick each other's brains, and just it's a really good group of friends. Jeebus is one of the great YouTubers that you could pick his mind. Any understands the algorithm for YouTube. He does storage units different than some YouTubers and tells the story of the owner. I do like that about him and his channel. I do. And I did meet, I think it's Steven. I met Jeebus family at a live auction. We met them one time. So down to earth, very kind. I mean, just an awesome family. Oh, yeah, he is so close to 1 million. That is insane. I'm so happy for them. So happy. They work very hard. That's a huge accomplishment. I couldn't even imagine like being there. It's going to take a lot of years, but maybe one day. Maybe one day. It's so awesome. So awesome. Let's see. So Joe, I did send him a message. I found a unit. And I don't care to show you guys. Let's see. It's over in a couple days. Looks kind of old, some older boxes. And I'm not going to point out like what I liked about the unit, but can't really tell. Some older boxes. But over here. So we'll see what happens. Well, I'm going to have Joe look at the photos. I'm going to be like, this is why I like it. What's your thoughts? We'll go back and forth. But overall, it looks older. It's kind of hard to show you. There's dust. And I think this might have some sort of collectibles in it. Let's see. I don't know if you guys follow us on Facebook, but I recently bid on a unit while Joe was gone. I wanted to surprise him with a good unit. And my max bid was $3,330. Yes, Lisa, I almost got a unit this week. And I was so excited. I wanted Joe to be very proud of me in picking out this unit because I know it was good. And it sold for $32,000. Here's the photo. I took a screenshot. $32,560. Now, do I think it was worth that? No, I don't. Not that much. Maybe the guy knew something, but from what you could see, there was some sort of vintage piano that was maybe worth $3,000 to $5,000. There was an arcade that was posted on eBay for $5,000. I was bidding on it for the Matchbox and the Mattel boxes that were in the back right there. That is like absolutely insane. It was like sitting at 1,000 something. I bid, put my max bid in at $3,330. The screen flickered. Somebody bid. I didn't even see the bid because it all happened so fast. And then automatically $32,560. And Joe doesn't even know this yet. Like, it's just crazy to me. Like, what do you know about this unit? Or do you just have that much money, you're bored, and you could just blow money like that? I don't have money like that. So I made a post on Facebook like, okay, guys, who outbid me? LOL. Like, what was in this unit? Just tell me what was in this unit. No, after that, there's like no profit. So either the person knew something or they just had money to throw away like that. Now, there was like a big sign, like an old vintage jewelry store sign up front. And it said like Vegas Jewelers, which I Googled it. They were in a town not too far away from the storage unit, but they were still open. So it's not like an old jewelry store that had shut down. So I don't know what the story is behind that. The arcade would attempt to be pianos are a pain to deal with, and organs I wouldn't want it done to. Some people would have probably got mad at me. I probably took a sledgehammer to it. Oh, the keys sell for good on eBay. I didn't know that, Mad Dog. Thank you. That's good to know. Stuff like that. I mean, we've shipped big stuff before via freight, but something that big and heavy, I don't know if I'd want to mess with that. I would offer pickup. Now, we did sell a car before on eBay, but the guy came and picked it up. So making sure I'm not missing anybody in the chat. Rufus said Broly is the star. He is so fun and smart to watch. They are great parents. I ask myself, how in the world do they do this with the baby? It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work taking the dog. But they're patient. They're filming all the time. So, I mean, God bless them, seriously. Traveling, doing whatnot shows on the road. I mean, they are wonderful, wonderful parents. No one wants to buy a piano. We can't even get them. Seriously. I mean, this is not the area. Not around here, at least. So, and like I looked over that. I'm like, okay, we'll just deal with it when it comes. I'm not excited about the piano. I know nothing about the piano. I mean, awesome if it's worth something, but like you said, you can't even give them away for free. So I was just excited. I was like, oh, I'm going to have a unit for Joe when he comes home. Like, hey, babe, we got to go pick up this unit. And there's die cast in it. There's Matchbox, straight from the store, warehouse, whatever in those boxes. But it didn't end up like that. Hello, hello. Big C, what is going on? So I messaged you back on the comments, Big C, about that battery that I think you mentioned in our last video. If that's the battery that belongs to the bike, we're probably going to keep it with the bike, so that someone has a working bike when they get it. I'll ask Joe when he gets home from his bear camp, but I believe we're just going to sell it as one lot. I know it's like a $250 battery or something like that. Pianos are so hard to sell. We never personally had one in a unit, but I can only imagine. I mean, we had some awesome MCM furniture, awesome record players. Nobody wants them. Nobody wants them. It's sad. It's not a small, it's a big battery. Belongs to the bike, the small battery. The big battery belongs to the bike, the small battery. I'll ask him. Joe has more hands-on with those type of things, Big C, so I'll bring it up to him. I'll take your MCM. Do you collect it, Lisa? One time we had this awesome chair. And looking back, I should have kept it. And it was like orange. It was MCM. It was like your body would, I don't know what they call it. Your whole body fits in it. It almost looks like a no to sell. And we sent it to the auction. It vibrated and everything. It was super cool. And I think it sold for $1. We sent it to an auction. That's what I thought you were talking about, Lisa. Some beautiful furniture. To make great art. I know somebody that had a store and they tried selling pianos for 2 years. I would have just took a sledgehammer, sold the piano bench, sold the keys on eBay because people like buying the keys. That's good to know because I would have never knew that. Would have never guessed. We do well with the MCM furniture. That's good to know. Because like even when we post up on Facebook Marketplace, we may get $20 for like a chair and it takes up space. So if we can send it to a friend's auction, we all make out, then awesome. It was a nice mid-century orange chair. It had great retro vibe to it. Yes. The small battery is a Trax RC car. So the big battery, we got the bike working, and I think it's with that battery that you're talking about, Big C. If it is, then we're probably just going to keep it with the bike. It depends on what it is. Is there like certain brands, Lisa? Or is it just like just certain types of furniture? On the older piano keys are usually, ivory. I didn't know that. Did not know that. I'm really looking forward to part 2 to this unit that we just did. with the die cast. That back wall, there are certain brands and certain looks or styles too. Okay, that makes sense. Plus, you could have made a YouTube short and made money taking a sledgehammer to the piano. Oh my gosh. People would be fuming, Mad Dog. People would be cussing us out for destroying furniture. They sure would. So, part 2 comes out next Friday, 3 p.m. And Joe always makes our videos super fun, so that's why I like them. It'll be interesting to see what he does to this next part. Sarcastic Sacker was making very good money destroying furniture on YouTube for YouTube Shorts, and he would sometimes get more money destroying it than selling it. Wow. So proud of you doing the show all by yourself. The big is for the. Yeah, so I don't want to leave you guys hanging. I wasn't honestly feeling doing a live today by myself. I'm like, I'm cold. I'm tired. I haven't got good sleep lately. I don't feel like doing the live. And I said, nope, this is what we signed up for. Got to stay consistent, show up for the people. So here I am. Thank you, Big C. Was it the Mustang you sold? Yes, Robert. We sold the Mustang on eBay. My mom had an old upright piano, and she called the local high schools to ask if there was a student who needed one for home. Now they have a full-size keyboard. Oh, that was so nice. That was very nice. That's a good idea, too, because I would have never guessed. Would have never thought to call a school, Hit that thumbs up, guys, for the lady. Thank you so much. Big C in the house. Mama K made it home to Myrtle Beach. Nice. Happy that you made it home safely. If you weren't in the live earlier, Joe called me right before this live and said he's on the way home. So a day early, very grateful as I am completely exhausted. For me to stay up till past midnight watching Christmas movies because I can't shut my eyes and then get up early, do all the packaging and all that, I'm just over it. Nope, no bear. And they took the trail cam down and all they saw was one deer. One deer. So I don't normally he'll stay. Like the guys were going home. I think they were going home today. So for him to come home, he must not have a good vibe out there that it was going to be successful for bear. So Big C, there was some issue with Joe's paperwork. Something didn't make it to the agriculture lady in time. So I think he may have to go in December. Unfortunately, but we didn't want to miss out on the fun time and Friendsgiving with our friends. So we just kept our plans the same and went with them, but we didn't even know about the paperwork until the day before. So it's unfortunate, but we're getting things figured out. I see more than that in my backyard. Yeah, so I sent this to Joe. Maybe this is why he came home. Where is it? Somebody in Butler County caught this big bear. Butler County, PA. So he's probably like, yeah, maybe I should just go to my dad's backyard. Okay, let me see. Get caught up here. I love watching you doing the reveal in your units. You do a great job, period. Thank you so much, Rufus. You are always so kind. What is the favorite vintage piece of clothing you've seen in storage unit? The Harley Davidson stuff? So those 3D Harley Davidson shirts were a huge learning experience for us. That was a unit we found one tote of 3D Harley Davidson single stitch shirts that paid for a $3,000 unit. So we learned a lot with those. What is a favorite vintage piece? Wow. I mean, that would probably be one of my top favorites because we've learned so much about those shirts and there were so many and really good condition. Some were brand new. So that was probably one of my favorites I can think of off the top of my head. So true, Beth. No one uses pianos. They use keyboards now. They are lighter to carry. That's for sure. You ever find Civil War stuff? Yes, and actually we haven't found much of that lately in the units we've been getting. So, but we do find it. We come across absolutely everything. Yeah, Big C, it sucks, but what are you going to do? Got to keep moving forward and figure it out and work around it. But he'll get there. He will get there. He's strong. Mama K's in the house. All right, there's so many deer here in New York that you can use a license and get 2 deer off the same tag. That's cool. I don't know too much about hunting, but Jenna Lynn, what do you do when it comes to winter? You're just for Alaska now. What do I do? Well, I bundle up. I wear like a ski type bibs, a bunch of heated DeWalt jacket, heated socks, gloves, hats, you name it, I got it. Because I freeze when it's 60. So I got a whole bunch of Harley Davidson shirts like from 1990 to 1994. Is it good to do good with them? Is it going to do good with them? So honestly, we just look everything up because you would be surprised, even though a shirt may not be a 3D emblem, or I mean, there could be one shirt that's sought after that you would have never guessed, and it'd be worth $2,500. So we just take a picture or we type it in eBay, filter the sold comps, and just see if they've ever sold before. Maybe do a little research on Google, but definitely look into them. It's worth it for sure, because we would have never thought that one tote would have paid for a $3,000 unit. One shirt was like $790 or something. I'm like, what? The one thing that I've learned over the years is sometimes the best medicine is food, herbs, and spices. That's it, Mad Dog. Food is your medicine. That's awesome. You guys donate clothes and stuff to people. Yes. Robert, there was times where we were donating 300 to 500 pounds per week, like consistently. And we do donate to Goodwill, yes, but we don't like to do so much donating to Goodwill because they overcharge people. So we go to like these churches and they have these big metal bins. We donate there. Animal shelters. We donate towels and blankets to animal shelters. Schools. We do as much as we can other places than Goodwill, but we do still donate there. Beth says, smash that thumbs up, guys. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate you guys hanging out and supporting us. Not all Harley Davidson stuff has to be old to be worth a lot of money. It just depends on how rare it is. Some things you would be surprised what it's worth. That's for sure. That is for sure. Some Harley stuff is worth $5. Other stuff is worth thousands. It is hard to know for sure. Sometimes I've had to take a picture with my phone and do a Google image search, and sometimes that helps you find great items and gives you an idea maybe what it might be worth. That's true, Mad Dog. If it hasn't sold in the last 90 days on eBay, then sometimes you can't find it. So that's what I do. I go to Google and then I get an idea of what it is and then type it in on eBay. Sometimes I find it, sometimes I don't. That's crazy. $790 for a t-shirt. Yeah, those were some crazy sales. Like, we still get excited when we we make those crazy sales like that, we'll screenshot them and send them to the family. Like, I cannot believe it just sold for this much money. Like, this is what we learned from this item. We're always learning something new. And that's the great part about it. Learning as we go. We are getting ready to pop open our tree. Fingers crossed it fits. She had to pick the big one. Good luck, Josh. I want to see a picture when you're done. We haven't even began decorating yet. Have not even started. I started Christmas shopping though, so I'm happy about that. Did a place in Rhode Island that buys clothes 5 cents a pound. They got to be washed and folded. They do not accept bras and underwear, but everything else. That is cool. 5 cents a pound for clothing. We have United Cerebral Palsy bins here. They sell for the children with disabilities, for supplies, and donated to the kids who need clothes adapted to their needs. Wow, that is amazing, Beth. I've never seen anything like that in our area, but that might be a good idea to get something started like that. I wonder how I can go about doing that, because it truly helps people. Has Joe ever found any of that crazy vintage wrestling stuff that's worth hundreds or thousands of dollars? I think we found some wrestling stuff, some vintage wrestling that has been worth a little bit of money, but nothing crazy. Nothing that I can remember off the top of my head. Like shirts or anything. No, that wasn't a wrestling shirt. We had like an original anime shirt. And it sold for like $500 or $600. It was all faded, had some holes in it. And as soon as we posted it, it sold. Flew out the door. Flew out the door. I cannot believe I have been talking for almost an hour now. Guys, I'm not going to lie. I was nervous by myself. I'm shy. I am shy. So, sorry if I talked and was scatterbrained the whole time, but I showed up. That's what matters. That's what counts. The one guy, if you ever needed a toy expert, you could ask a guy named Froggy Flips that knows if a toy is a prototype, a great toy collector, and a great reseller on YouTube that does different shows. That is awesome, Mad Dog. Thank you. Thank you so much. Said, wow, that is awesome. So when Allison and her sister were babies, we needed to adapt onesie sleepers for monitor wires, and they put buttonholes in them for me. Oh, wow. So you had to like customize all the onesies. Thank you so much, Chris. You're such a sweetheart. I get nervous. Like, I just get nervous. Like, what am I going to talk about? How am I going to entertain them? And then I'll just like go off on a rant and never shut up. So trying to think what else before we get off here. Joe's coming back home tonight. You're doing a very good. It seems like it's getting easier for you to come out of your comfort zone. Yeah, Mad Dog, I've had to learn to do that. I'm really shy. So talking, I just get clustered. My thoughts start racing and I'm like, I'm going to screw up. And then I get nervous and trying to think what else here. So we went over Lisa's gift, which Lisa, thank you so very much for that gift. Full-length video next Friday is part 2 to the bike unit. 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Joe will be proud. He's always proud of me. Our raid train, Black Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to go live for 15 minutes for that. And then the following week, we'll go back to our normal Sunday whatnot shows at 6 p.m. I'm trying to think what else. I think that's it, really. If you guys have any last minute questions or comments, concerns, if you're interested in buying that bike, whatever it is. Hi, Michelle. I'm all city girl. I never knew you can bear hunt. Do they eat it? Listen, I grew up in the city too. I'm not sure. This is all new for me. Joe's been going to bear camp since he was a young boy. So, like, he just goes. But they haven't caught anything yet. I know he talks about having a bear rug. I don't know. My thought is just let them roam. Let the animals go. But I understand circle of life. So I'm the same way, Rufus. They do hunt bear and they get a license to hunt bear. It's all legal, but he never sees one. I can't believe you guys going to sell that bike. I know, Big C. I love it, but we live in a bi-level home, so we are very limited to the space. It's huge. This bike is huge. I don't know. I think everyone saw the reel I put out. Look at the seat. Look at the seat. How big. It was snowing that day. So I don't know. It's going for about $1,500. So we paid $210 for the unit. Chris Stewart said, yuck, bear meat. Mama Kelly said, it's delicious. Yes, you can eat bear and the bear fat boiled out can be used for dry skin. Wow. I did not know that. I do not think we'll be eating bear anytime soon, though. So I don't want to find out. If you wanted to surprise Joe with a special dinner, you could always add vodka to a tomato sauce and make it extra creamy and velvety, but you have to cook it so long that the tomatoes and anything. So long the tomatoes and anything. Oh, well, thank you, Mad Dog. I know you were a chef too. Great show, Jenna. See you next week. Thank you so much, Mike Ski. Sorry if I bored you guys. Thank you, Robert. Thank you. All right, you just need 2 shots of vodka to put in the pan. Awesome, Mad Dog. I'll definitely try that next time for sure. Well, guys, I think that's going to be it for tonight. We will be live next Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on YouTube. And our video comes out next Friday. Yes, that comes before Sunday. So next Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, part 2. And then Sunday here on Whatnot at 5 p.m. And then good luck to Joe. Thank you so much, Michelle. Why didn't you put it out on the video going down your street? It's big enough for you and Joe to drive around. So we put it on the video, Big C. I think he showed a clip. I'm not sure if you saw the reel. I don't even know if I have it on my phone. It's trying to get sniffles. I hope I'm not getting sick. Dang it. I don't know. Give me a second. I'll pull it up for you. Lisa likes this song. See, big mad dog? Mad dog. See? Big C? All right. Good night. Have a great week, all. Happy Thanksgiving. Yes, you guys. Thank you guys all so much for hanging out. I truly appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Joe will be back with me next week. So everything will be back to normal. But I appreciate you guys. And I will see you we'll see you next Friday. Live video, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Live here on YouTube, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a good night, y'all, and have a blessed week. I'm super proud of you, girl. Have a great week and happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. See you all later. Good night.